anyway, man, this in the lab live. Used to bake pies, now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah, go ahead, subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see, it's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes, cause we be in the bitch till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters, shout out my moderators. They make the show greater, main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad, they love when I was down. Now nigga up, and they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lack slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, yeah, these niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, telling niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey, this in the Lab Live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Salute. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you guys take time to hit that like button. Most definitely subscribe to the channel if you are new, man. We most definitely in the Lab Live, man. Yeah, man. And we got some breaking information for y'all today, man, when it comes to this whole entire situation with the Mo 3 case, man. You know, it's been brought to my attention that Jerry Johnson lawyer is doing a whole lot of talking, man. Y'all know the one that Rainwater accused of having the guns, you know, basically selling dirty guns, you know, straps. You know, that's what Rainwater said, you know. Well, apparently, you know, this guy, you know, has been taking to social media here of late and basically speaking on the case. I mean, we only, what, 9 days away? You know, we almost there, man. We almost there, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. But yeah, man, it's most definitely crazy. He has been most definitely speaking on this case. Now, the first time that we saw this dude, he was on Skulls over there, man. You know, and that's when he was confronted by Rainwater, right? Well, I got some breaking news for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Some breaking news, some exclusive news, you know. This guy is basically calling the whole case weak, man. You know, him and his homeboy, you know, I done forgot both of their names. I just call them Jerry Johnson lawyers. You know, the Not Guilty Boys, I guess, is their podcast. Shout out to them, man. You know, because they most definitely came to clear some things up, you know, and let us know basically that they, yes, are representing Jerry Johnson, man. It's crazy, man. Let's get him up here. I kind of stumbled across this last night, you know, it was done yesterday. I guess, you know, they've been feeling a certain type of way of the way they've been portrayed, you know, throughout this internet, you know, especially with somebody like Rainwater, you know, basically putting the attorney business out there. Well, it seems that he has two attorneys. This is one of them on the screen right here, and the other one, the Wilkerson dude that we heard about, you know, with the Greenville case that Rainwater was telling me about yesterday. You know, he represented whoever took out Young Bull's brother Wes, guys. Young Bull most definitely a member of Mo 3's camp, you know, and basically Rain brought up the Greenville case and asking him what happened to the Greenville case. This is the same lawyer in the second when he gets here, you know, that Rainwater said we come in after the stuff on your safe. Well, he's representing Jerry Johnson. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all remember who that is, you know. Refer to some of my other videos. I most definitely have pictures of Jerry on there, but he is a co-defendant to Yella Beezy and Keywan White, you know, in the unaliving of Mo 3, man. You know what I'm saying? But let them get into a little bit of their spiel, man. And then they shocked me by releasing some information that I haven't heard of yet. You know, nobody else speak on as of yet. You know what I'm saying? They were the first ones that I heard say. Check this out. Let's go.
Well, let me say this. We're also going to be at the trial on August 24th in Dallas County, CDC 7. Right now, it looks like Judge has ruled that Keywan White is going to go to trial
Yes, we already know Keyone White going to trial before Yella Beezy. You know what I'm saying? But these guys most definitely say that they will be in the building come August 24th, and they will be representing Jerry Johnson. Let's go.
For Yella Beezy and Jerry Johnson. And for those of you who don't know, and Drew made a post, and we've been getting a lot of questions.
All right,
are we
so
on
here
the
you
case?
go,
Are we
right
not
here.
on the case?
So here's Drew right here. You know what I'm saying? Wilkerson. This is the one that Rainwater said was not an attorney, man. You know, and we kind of showed it over here. You know, Sko most definitely showed it on his channel when this guy and Rainwater got into it. So I know y'all recognize the face, you know, from over there. But anyway, you know, they go on to release some information that we haven't heard yet. Let's let them continue, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Continue watching the video. If you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button. And man, most definitely subscribe to the channel if you are new.
We do represent Jerry Johnson, okay? We didn't put that out to the public because we don't, quite honestly, we don't just share who all we.
So once again, they just double down and let the world know that they are representing Jerry Johnson in this trial, guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Represent like that. That's not what we do. But in this high profile case, we are involved. We just, you know, met with Yella and some of the attorneys involved in this case this week, and we're helping them get their strategy together because they're going to be first up. But, you know, one thing I want to say about this case is first.
All right, so they let us know that they have met with Yella Beezy's attorney, man, and they basically working hand in hand for everybody to get their stuff ready because Yella and them is going first. Keyone is going basically first, and then I guess maybe it'd be Yella Beezy after that, you know, but basically letting us know that they have talked to Toby Shugman.
First of all, one of the main reasons we didn't put it out there is because we understand that this is a highly two-sided issue. You know, you have Mo3 fans on one side, and you have Yella Beezy and his fans on another side, and you know, both sides are pretty strong, and we didn't want to just, you know, rev that up by throwing our names out there because number one, we do respect the deceased here, but at the same time, we got to, you know.
He said we do respect the deceased, but at the same time, they got to represent their client. Now, remember, Rainwater called Mr. Wilkerson, the other attorney, a Mo3 hater, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say too much about this guy, but he most definitely was verbal on Mr. Wilkerson. Let's let him continue.
Represent our client. And I want to say this about our client. He's innocent, and we can't wait till we have our day in court.
He said that Jerry is innocent, and he can't wait till they have their day in court. Well, how can you be hollering about Jerry being innocent if Jerry basically has flipped from what we know and is saying that he the one that got the money or whatever? He supposed to be turned state witness. So is they giving us something that we're not privy to by saying that Jerry is innocent? Oh, wow. Let's continue.
To prove his innocence, but this entire case, I'm going to let y'all know, was made up on bullshit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And
he said the entire case is made up on nonsense, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is Jerry's attorneys. You know, both of these guys are represent Jerry Johnson, and they basically saying that the whole Yella Beezy case is made up on BS, y'all. Oh, wow. What y'all think about that? Let's go.
And there's a reason why Yella Beezy wasn't arrested until 4 or 5 years later. And it's the who did what he his investigation. It just stems from just a bunch of YouTube Vlad rap videos.
A bunch of YouTube Vlad rap videos, man. Shout out to the Mo3 sector, man. You know what I'm saying? They say that they built the case off YouTube. I guess they've been watching us. But let's continue. He say Vlad interviews as well. So they give us some insight, you know, into what they have seen, you know, regarding this case. Let's go.
And I ain't never seen a criminal case put together on videos. There has to be some kind of tangible evidence to show that a crime was committed. But just, I mean, rap is an art. And sometimes people get on this here.
They said the case is built off videos. What about that $40,000? But let's let them continue.
And they'll just tell a flat out lie. You know,
For sure.
you know, you can't take everything people say for gold on this here internet. It's a whole bunch of capping that going on here. So I'm saying that to say that the state's case is very, very weak. You know,
what? Did y'all hear that? You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm saying that to say that the state case is very, very weak. They feel like the state has a weak case, guys.
On this here internet, it's a whole bunch of capping that going on here. So I'm saying that to say that the state's case is very, very weak, you know, and when it comes to Jerry Johnson and Yella Beezy.
Okay, so he said names specifically. He said the case is weak when it comes to Jerry Johnson and Yella Beezy. So is it not weak on Key One? Because he singled them out. So is the case not weak on Key One? Look like they may have a strong case against you, Key One. You know what I'm saying? You might want to pay attention.
When it comes to capital murder for Key One is very weak on that too. Okay.
Oh, okay. So then he came back and said, you know, when it comes to Key One White, that the capital charge is very weak. Now, these are from two attorneys in Dallas that are representing Jerry Johnson. And they calling this whole case weak in an internet-based case. What y'all think about that, man? Let me know in the comments. They said the state case is weak and Key One White capital M charge in case is basically weak as well.
All they really have is a paid informant, and that'll come out.
Oh, what? Did y'all just hear that? Breaking news, man. Breaking news. They said it's a paid informant in the Mo 3 case. He said it's gonna come out a paid informant.
Comes to capital murder for Key One is very weak on that too. Okay, all they really have is a paid informant, and that'll come out. And let me say it like this: my clients don't snitch. Bottom line.
Wait. So this could turn the whole case on his head from what we've been thinking. He just said that his client don't snitch. Bottom line. So we've been thinking that Jerry is working, but his attorney just said he ain't doing no snitching. Oh yeah, this is good. So it's a paid informant, and Jerry ain't snitching, according to his attorneys. Oh yeah, this is crazy, man. Exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So we heard from Jerry's representation that said he ain't said a word. Josh, where you at? Room 901? You know what I'm saying? We need some answers, dog. You know, they saying that Jerry ain't said nothing. They saying Jerry ain't the snitch. They passing more messages online, because from everything I've been getting, Bodega and Jerry have been called the snitches. But his attorney say he ain't snitching, y'all. Where y'all at?
But there's a paid informant, and you know, it'll come out. He know who he is. He probably somewhere ducking his tail right now. Why
he said there's a paid informant. Could Bodega be the paid informant? But somebody is a paid informant on this situation, and he said they somewhere ducking their tail. I'm still blown away, man. You know what I'm saying? At Jerry Johnson not doing no snitching, according to his attorneys. Man, this flipped everything we done been hearing on his head. Who is this paid attorney? I mean, who is this paid informant? And what you mean Jerry ain't snitching? Whoa. I gotta do this, man. I most definitely gotta hit him with this one right here, because that is groundbreaking, dog. Both of those that they just gave is groundbreaking. There's a paid informant on this situation, and Jerry Johnson ain't snitching. You heard it here first, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button.
What you gotta say about our involvement? We will be there for the trial August 24th. Why didn't we want to let the people know anything about?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta understand this This case is being driven by the narratives of different individuals. Okay.
So if it's not y'all client that's driving the narrative, who is these different individuals that they speak of? Because I don't know if y'all just heard it. I'm gonna say it again. Jerry Johnson's attorneys say that he is not snitching, and there's a paid informant on this case. Wow.
Individuals that need you to pick a side in order for them to benefit. Individuals that feed off of hatred. Okay, we got people just straight making up lies. I mean, apparently
now y'all know, that he basically talking to Rainwater right here, but he may be talking to some of the bloggers. He might even be taking a shot at me because I most definitely posted, after SCO, and SCO, he might be talking to you. But he's saying, people got people picking sides and people are painting narratives that are just not true, when it comes to him. Maybe he's talking to Rainwater about the allegations that he put out there. But let's let him continue. This is Andrew Wilkerson. This is Andrew Wilkerson and his partner. Let's see what his name is. Campbell. Something Campbell. You know what I'm saying? This guy here is Campbell and this is Wilkerson. They both represent Jerry Johnson.
Apparently, I'm representing Jerry because I hate Mo3. I've never met Mo3. I've never seen Mo3.
Now, he said, apparently, I'm representing Jerry because I hate Mo3. Now, remember, that was a narrative that Rainwater put out there, regarding this guy, saying that he represents everybody who done did something either to Mo3 or to his partners, and he's basically trying to debunk that narrative that Rainwater put out there. I told you he was shooting slugs. So now he goes on to try to debunk that whole entire situation, when it comes to the allegations that Rainwater put out.
I've never shaken his hand. I've never spoke to him on the phone.
He said he never met Mo3, so what about the thingy with your baby mama that Rain put out there and you going live crying, about that and having the hatred for Mo3 behind that? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it's true, man. I don't know. I'm just, those are some of that was the allegation that Rainwater put out there. But basically he's debunking those narratives right now. Let's let him continue.
I've never anything, okay? And let me just say.
So basically he said he never had no contact with Mo3.
I ain't been in this podcast game long, but I ain't green and my antenna's always up. So I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of individuals that really don't care about the truth.
We most definitely want the truth, sir. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Mo3 sector, we want the truth. You know what I'm saying? We want the truth in its totality. That means all the truth. We don't want no little bit of lies. We want the truth, man. Don't get it twisted. At least I want the truth. I want to know what really happened.
You know what I'm saying? They really don't care about the truth. I care about the truth. They really don't care about the truth, and that's hard for me to relate to. If you know an individual is messy, and it's crazy to be a man and be messy. That's
direct shot at Rainwater. Rainwater, he's talking to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He most definitely talking to Rainwater on this one, man. He say when you know an individual is messy and it's messed up to be a man and be messy, Rainwater, he is talking to you.
But if you know an individual is that, and you know that has a big effect on his narrative, but yet you still
remember Rainwater said he controlled the narrative. He just brought up narrative. He most definitely talking to Rainwater.
He'll choose to believe that narrative and push that narrative. As a matter of fact,
well, I just said what he said. I ain't say I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Rainwater said that. I've been waiting on you to give a rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
A lot of the narratives y'all pushing, I don't even think y'all believe them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all can't be that stupid. You know what I'm saying? But you just
and they gotta be the thing with the stuff that's in the safe and him selling hot guns. I'm pretty sure them are the narratives that he's talking about.
I don't understand. If you push that narrative that gives you cause to pause, or that don't sound right, you just as fraud, bro. You just as fraud.
Bro, it's the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna most definitely put out what it said. It don't matter who it come from, dog. Don't get mad. No, they gonna until it's proven otherwise, the internet gonna say what the internet gonna say, bro. I know you say you fairly new, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the internet, man. Welcome to the Mode 3 sector.
It's him or her. You just as fraud. You know what I'm saying? And if you need people to hate Mode 3 in order for you to feel like a big man, I would argue that, and I would submit to you that you're a very small man.
Rainwater, he's still talking directly to you. You know, he's talking to Rainwater. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, he didn't like the way Rainwater portrayed him, and he most definitely getting that Rainwater right now.
You're very small.
You're very small.
You may look big in the mirror, but you're very small. Self-esteem wise, confidence wise, you know, integrity wise, just very small. So anybody that's pushing a narrative, because let me make something very clear. There was...
You say you're very small, Rainwater.
Was 2, 4, 6. There was 7 people at the meeting. 1 person was missing, okay? The meeting for all the attorneys on this case and the people involved. Those 8 people, along with whatever prosecutors are on here on the case.
So it's 8 lawyers, you know what I'm saying? And they all had a meet, you know, and there was a lawyer that was missing. But hey, you know what I'm saying? He's most definitely giving more insight. All the lawyers have met up.
Those are the only people that have seen the evidence. You understand?
So he said the lawyers are the only people that's done seen the evidence, you know, basically discrediting YouTube, saying, hey man, y'all don't know nothing. But at the same time though, Mr. Wilkinson, remember, your colleague just said a while ago, the case is built off the internet, you know what I'm saying? Basically YouTube. So we knew something. I'm just saying. We knew something. We may not know it all, but we know a little bit about a little bit. But let's continue. He's saying nobody seen the evidence but the attorney.
And the discovery is not out there for you to look at. It's out there for us to look at. So we feel a certain way because we've seen the evidence. We've had these conversations. We've seen what the state is coming with or the lack thereof, right? So all these stories that y'all believing and listening to, you know, just like Mode 3 was chasing EJ whenever he crashed.
So now we get into Earl Spence, guys. You know, in that long talked about, you know, video of Earl flipping the car and people saying, hey, that was Mode 3 chasing Earl right then. You know, he was allegedly shooting at him. And then you got other people that say, nah, you know, EJ had just left Fuel City, you know, basically was trying to show off and wound up tearing up his car. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Because we done heard both sides. Well, he basically says that is so untrue. Mode 3 was not chasing Earl.
And they're listening to, you know, just like Mode 3 was chasing EJ whenever he crashed. That's bullshit. I was at the hospital with EJ that night. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit. And it's... So
we ain't gonna let you skate past that. He says the night that's in question when EJ tore up his car, which is Earl Spence, basically, he was there at the hospital, you know what I'm saying, with EJ after it happened. And, you know, basically the story that he may have got is a whole lot different from the one that the narrative that the internet been spinning with Mode 3 allegedly chasing him. He said it's not true. He was at the hospital. Remember, Rain told us that him and EJ used to be partners. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can believe his word or not. But he most definitely telling it, you know, his way.
Was chasing EJ whenever he crashed. That's bullshit. I was at the hospital with EJ that night. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit, and it's stuff that's being put out there by certain individuals that want to profit from this, and y'all eating that shit up. You know what I'm saying? It just teaches me a lot about life. It teaches me about the world. It teaches me about people.
It should teach you about the internet, dog. It's the internet, man. They gonna run with whatever narrative fit. That's what they gonna run with until it's debunked by some evidence, and we'll get everything we need regarding the Yellow Beezy case at trial. Till then, we just speculate, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have absolutely no standing to believe what's being said or to say what's being said, and y'all running with that shit. So I hope that you guys are chimed in during the trial. I don't think it's gonna go at all like most of y'all think it's gonna go.
And he says the famous line that a lot of them have been saying, it's not gonna go like we think it's gonna go. You hear me? They say that every time. I heard Key1 say that. You know, I heard other bloggers say that, you know, and other people involved. This trial is not gonna go the way that people think that it's gonna go, man. They got some kind of big plan, you know, that's gonna make this whole thing just explode, y'all. I'm just saying. They saying that it's not gonna go like we think it's gonna go. They done already called the state case weak.
It was being said, and y'all running with that shit. So I hope that you guys are chimed in during the trial. I don't think it's gonna go at all like most of y'all think it's gonna go. And again, that's because I've seen the evidence. It ain't nothing personal. I mean, shit. I mean,
he say he ain't got no hard feelings. It ain't nothing personal. You know, in their beliefs, the state has a weak case, man. You know what I'm saying? They say, hey, that's just what that is from what they done seen. They privy to information that we are not. And they basically saying that the state got a weak case.
I'm the one that they don't wanna. You know what I'm saying? I got that nigga music on my.
Yeah, he say he jammed that 3. You know what I'm saying?
Why? I got them against the nigga. The nigga.
So once again, he doubles down that he don't have any kind of problem or ever had any kind of problem with Mo 3. He say he a Mo 3 fan. He jammed the music. I leave that up to y'all. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about, you know, this entire situation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But apparently, you know, I wasn't hired by my client just because I'm an attorney and I do good in my job. See, it be on people.
He said basically he was hired by his client because he's an attorney and he does a great job. He worded it a different way and said that he wasn't because he was being sarcastic. But Rainwater seems to believe he was hired because he don't like Mo 3. That's what Rainwater said.
People, they take from you. You see what I'm saying? Me and Mike got the skills to pay the bills. We done showed that plenty times over. But apparently y'all want to say that we're on this case because we have picked a side. We have chosen a side. Well,
that's what Rainwater said. Rainwater said that you picked a side and you've been on the side. You just expressed that you're cool with Earl Spence. He said you was cool with Yella Beezy them. You was trying to represent Yella Beezy, but Yella Beezy didn't want you. You know, but basically you on the side of whoever don't like Mo 3. That's what Rain said. That was the narrative that he painted.
I'm on the side of my client, okay? But like Mike said, we do respect the deceased. But again, you guys need to kind of grasp on to what the truth really is, you know. And
we most definitely gonna grasp on what the truth is once we hear it in court. You know, we're not privy to the information that you want. You know, so hey man, you know, we left to go off of our speculation. You know, we could be right, but then again, we could be wrong. But hey man, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
You know, 90% of y'all that's pushing these bullshit narratives ain't even gonna be there when the trial going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how much y'all care. Y'all care enough to push false narratives out there, but y'all don't care to check your work.
Man, don't make me come out there, man. I'll pull up. I'll be out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, don't make me gas up the car. I'll be pulling up in Dallas at the trial. You know what I'm saying? Getting that exclusive footage. I'm just saying, don't threaten me with a good time.
You see what I'm saying? And honestly, I can't relate to that type of individual. So yeah, man. I mean, we are looking forward to whatever the state does, because right now they got multiple theories on why this happened, on how it could have happened. You know, you can have one. If you're saying one person is guilty, right? You can't have two two suspects with two different motives.
So they dropped a piece of lawyer game. You know what I'm saying? If you got you got one person that's guilty, you can't be saying, you know, that the others are responsible. Basically, is what he just put down. You know what I'm saying? Let's rewind it and hear him again. Let's go.
You know, you can have one. If you're saying one person is guilty, right? You can't have two suspects with two different motives.
Can't have two suspects with two different motives. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is from an attorney. Y'all let me know. Did he hit the nail right on the head, or is he capping? Let's go.
That just doesn't add up. So, you know, y'all stay tuned and you know, and chime in.
Man, we just stand for what's right and what's justice means the truth. The truth is gonna come out in a
and we want the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? They say they stand for what's right and the truth is gonna come out. Well, we most definitely are here for the truth in the Mo 3 sector, man. We want all the truth, not half the truth, but the whole truth.
Case, and I think it's gonna, you know, shed a lot of light that a lot of people didn't know. So you can't just believe all the media, social media, the bloggers, the vloggers. You just can't believe all of that.
But y'all are defense attorneys. We can't necessarily just believe what y'all say either, because in this situation, you guys get paid to lie. I'm not saying you guys are lying. I'm just saying that you guys get paid to lie. So, you know, we're going to take what y'all say with a grain of salt too, until we proven wrong or until we see otherwise in their courtroom in 9 days.
Because that's somebody with secondhand information, giving their own opinion on secondhand information. But taking it from only, what, about 10 to 12 people in the whole world have seen the evidence, and me and Drew is 1 or 2 of them, I tell you with a straight face, it's a bullshit case. And it shouldn't.
Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? So he say he going to say it with a straight face, y'all. They once again double down on the state having a weak case and call it a BS case, guys. How we feeling? You know what I'm saying? Let me know, man. Exclusive. Something that I ain't heard spoke on yet, you know, and I'm pretty sure it will be some talks about after this, but they most definitely said that when it comes to the state's case, they feel like the state case is weak. It's based off interviews and things on YouTube. They said that Jerry Johnson is not snitching, guys. And then they doubled back and said, hey, look, not only is our client not snitching, but it's a paid informant that's on this case, guys. Man, this Mo 3 trial gets deeper and deeper by the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Not Guilty boys, which represent, you know, Jerry Johnson, for that exclusive information. Who do y'all think the paid informant is, man? Let me know down in the comments, man. What do y'all think about the state having a weak case? You know, and how do y'all feel that this all is gonna turn out? Because another thing they keep pointing out to us is that this case ain't gonna go like we think it's gonna go, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know down below in the comments, man. Most definitely subscribe to the channel if you new, and most definitely make sure that you are hitting that like button. Sidewalk Gang, checking out. I'll catch y'all on the next one.